It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Jets and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And able to find Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rodgers. Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 85 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And last year's rookie year, a bit of a mixed bag for the young signal caller out of Kentucky. Showed off plenty of tools, but was hurt in the preseason, and it took a little while to get going. But once he did, he showed exactly why the Titans wanted him. Toughness, leadership, and a big arm. The team rallied around him down the stretch.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 14 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Pollard again. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Trying to run for it with Pollard.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, come on, come on.
Now Levis. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Back to throw, it's Levis. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Levis back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Hey, Mike 13. Mike 13.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down, Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go, 4th down, Levis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season, the future bright. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chig Okonkwo, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis to throw it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
He gets it to Burks again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Here we go.
Levis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
They'll look to throw again.
That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So out now come the Jets. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hall again. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Hey, come on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Levis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
It's complete. Burks.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away.
Folk's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Rodgers going to throw. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And this time he is in.
Yes. Breece Hall. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Now 2nd and 9.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Pollard, they'll take it up the gut.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Wilson.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now 2nd and 5. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now Levis. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Quez Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And that one so far deadlocked at 17 in the 2nd quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they lead the visiting Saints in that one at halftime. CeeDee Lamb, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. We got a solid first half out of the man from Kentucky, Will Levis. He lit up the sky with 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys were rolling in the early part of this football game. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half, and for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, in Brandon Gaudin.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more.
And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Looking downfield for Pollard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing quickly to Wilson. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They'll go again with Hall. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Give to Hall running right.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Here's a give to Hall.
Powers through. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
Now it's Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete.
And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping him for a loss.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Wilson with it, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's a toss right side for Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded at the 43. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Again, it's Cook.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping with just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Tennessee, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to